Hey, today this is a user experience review of Coinbase Wallet. Coinbase Wallet is developed by Coinbase, the world's largest centralized cryptocurrency exchange, but Coinbase Wallet is actually a non-custodial wallet, so this means that the user is the sole custodian of their crypto assets and that they have to manage their private keys. So I'm going to take you through the various aspects of the app and show you the different user flows, like earning interest, swapping on decentralized exchanges, what is the NFT experience like, and then also I'm going to show you something interesting called a DApp Browser that is within the Coinbase wallet, and this gives you access to the greater DApp and DeFi ecosystem. I'm going to point out what I like, what I don't like from a UX perspective, and at the end give suggestions for improvement to the Coinbase developers. I'm doing this all in an effort to improve the crypto app and software ecosystem in general. Let's start with what the user would see when they install Coinbase Wallet for the first time. So this is the sign-up process, and there are several cards here at the beginning, just some high-level information about what Coinbase Wallet is. This second one here, all your digital assets in one place. This is semi-true. This is, you can hold, well, Coinbase Network supports multiple crypto networks, so Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum, many others. And so it's good that it's like this multi-chain wallet. It supports more crypto than something like MetaMask, which only is able to hold Ether and ERC tokens. So I do like this use case, especially because, like, let's be real, like most people are going to be holding some Bitcoin and some Ethereum, and they're all going to want that in one place. You can easily send and receive cryptocurrency. Yep, that's exactly what you'd expect from a crypto wallet. So let's click on create a new wallet, and we see some terms and conditions here. And this is kind of an interesting thing that that Coinbase does. It is asking for a username. Now, most of the time at this point, there is really no username or account presence for these Web3 wallets, but Coinbase does something interesting where you set a username and other Coinbase wallet users can send funds by calling that username. You don't necessarily need somebody's public key. You can just type in this really intuitive tag right here, like that @ sign. That's going to be familiar to people from things like Instagram as well. So I like this feature. You can put whether or not it's public or private. It's just whether or not your username is searchable. And I like this right here because right from the get-go, we're setting app security. So you either have to set up Face ID or set a PIN. And the reason I have to call this out, it's probably intuitive in this flow, but other crypto wallets don't have app security by default. You are able to create an account, start receiving crypto, and you have to manually go in and set a password for the app, which just doesn't make sense to me. If somebody gets access to your phone, then they're going to have access to your crypto. And I think for something as sensitive as a cryptocurrency mobile wallet, app security should be on by default. Now, this is really the interesting part and a great user experience as far as non-custodial wallets go. The thing behind this is that you have to manage your own private key. And the way that you normally do this is you have a 12 or 24 word recovery phrase. These are words that when you're recovering your app, let's say it gets deleted, you input these. From that phrase, your private key is derived. From your private key, your public key is derived, and now you have access to your funds again. The cool thing about Coinbase is they give you two options. Normally, on other crypto wallets, you only have the option of manually writing these 12 seed phrases down, but Coinbase gives you the option to back it up on iCloud. So this private key is encrypted and backed up onto the iCloud, and we'll see later on what that recovery process looks like. It's a much better recovery experience. So you can do both. You can back up these 12 phrases on a piece of paper, and you can back up to iCloud, which is what I'm doing right now. And for the encryption, you set your password right here. So just looking at this interface at a high level, we have my username up here, my account balance I can send and receive. Trade is the decentralized exchange. Coins are the tokens that I'm actually holding in this wallet. Collectibles are for NFTs, and later on I'm going to show you how you can earn interest or yield on the crypto within your wallet. This down here is the DApp Browser, and this is settings right here. And then all of these, most crypto wallets have or actually all that I've seen, have a QR code scanner here. It's a integral part or way or method, if you will, for transferring crypto from one account to another. So when I click on settings here, one thing I want to call out is if you scroll down to the bottom, you have a sign out, okay? And this sign out says, have you secured your recovery phrase? And are you sure you want to sign out? So 2 warning messages. They're being pretty explicit that you need to have your recovery phrase backed up before you sign out. And what this is doing is it's essentially deleting your wallet, and that once this wallet is deleted, you're going to have to go through a formal recovery process. Now, this is fine. It's good that they that they give you 2 warning messages here. I think that's appropriate. But instead of saying sign out, which is this notion that we have a lot in Web 2, where you sign out and then you can just log back in with your email and password, and if you forget your password, then you can reset it with like an email or something. They should change this sign out to delete wallet. They should be more clear with this verbiage right here. I think sign out is not an appropriate word, but that's just a small preference, and maybe others would disagree. So now let's get into the recovery process for Coinbase Wallet. Let's see what that looks like. So starting from the home screen here, I already have a wallet at the bottom, so we select that, and this initiates wallet restoration or recovery. Now we can either restore from iCloud or restore with recovery phrase. I'm just going to click the bottom one for now, restore from recovery phrase here, because I want to show you just a small UI thing, interaction element that's happening in here. It is that these recovery phrases come from a list of 2,048 words, okay? And the order of those words and the actual word itself matters. And from that recovery phrase, the private key is derived. The cool thing that Coinbase does is it gives you a form to start writing those 12 words in, but it gives you an auto-complete. As you type the word, it gives you an autocomplete searching through that 2,048 word list. This is just an improvement on other interfaces like MetaMask and Trust Wallet, which gives you this free paragraph field, but it doesn't help you out at all like with any auto completion, and it's just a faster, at least for Coinbase, it's a faster way to input these phrases here. So once you do that, then you again set the password, and the wallet has to scan right now and search for the balance on the blockchain of the various blockchains. Because as I said before, it could be Ethereum, Bitcoin, or other. Now, let's step back and let's look at the second way that you can recover, which is through restoring with iCloud. Remember that I said that I wanted to store my private key on iCloud, and that I set a password for it, which is used to encrypt it. So I say restore on iCloud, I choose the username that is connected, and I type in the password, and this is the other way that you can recover your account with Coinbase. This is a great user experience. I like that there's a fail-safe. There's 2 methods for recovering your wallet. This is just a better user experience than the other non-custodial wallet recovery processes that I reviewed. I want to call out a competitive advantage that Coinbase has. Since Coinbase Wallet is developed by Coinbase, they work in concert with one another. As I said before, Coinbase is the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. So many people will go on there and actually purchase crypto. They'll convert fiat into crypto on Coinbase Exchange. And then when you download this Coinbase wallet, you can link your Coinbase Exchange account, right here it says connect to Coinbase, with this Coinbase wallet. So now I type in my Coinbase Exchange login credentials here, I get text message verification, and now my accounts are linked. So I can see the holdings that I have in my Coinbase Exchange account, and I can choose to transfer those over into my into this Coinbase Wallet account to take sole custody of them. You still are charged a network fee, but this is just a handy, useful, and user-friendly way of moving funds from an exchange onto a non-custodial wallet, and Coinbase Exchange has a great UX for going from fiat to crypto also, which I review in another video, which you should check out. takes 3 minutes. And then I can also very easily transfer funds from this non-custodial wallet back into my Coinbase Exchange account. Now let's move on to receiving crypto and actually sending it. And what do these user flows look like? For receiving, it is very similar to other standard Web3 wallets. I click receive up here. Again, I can transfer from my Coinbase Exchange, which is that top option, or the middle one is transfer from elsewhere. Transfer from elsewhere, I select which asset I want to transfer because Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, all of these are on different networks, and so they have different public addresses. So I have to first select that I want to do ETH. This is my ETH public address. It's associated with my master Coinbase private key, if this is making sense. And then if I click username up here, it's going to show TechUXD test 1. So again, other Coinbase Wallet users, if they don't want to copy my public address or scan this QR code, they can simply select that they want to send funds to TechUXD test. This is really good, and this is very similar to how it would work in PayPal, where you give somebody's email, or something like Venmo, where you give a username, like traditional Web2 fintech apps. Traditional fintech, I don't know if that's a paradox. Cool, so that's receive. And send is a pretty standard flow also. I click send, I click the amount that I want to send, I put in the recipient address, and it's cool because when I click into this field, before I paste anything, it comes up with a little pop-up down here that says paste from clipboard. So it's just showing me what address has been copied onto my clipboard and what I'll be pasting into here. And it's just kind of a nice visibility feature for the user. I bring it to here. I like these cards. You'll see this style of design reoccur throughout this video, but this is like a transfer card, and it's just very clean and simple. It's calculating the fee. It's telling me that Coinbase doesn't profit from these fees and what they are. This is good for a first-time user. I would say that you should be able to disable those minor fee pop-up messages, because eventually you're going to get the idea that any transaction that you send is going to cost some sort of network fee. And then if I click on this settings gear right here, actually I have quite a surprising amount of customization, like the ability to customize these transactions. I can go from slow, normal, fast, just changing the network fee, but also I can go down to custom again down here and get even more detailed, where I'm setting gas price, gas limit, and nonce. So this is quite a bit amount of fine-grained control that the user has over these like transaction parameters. And now once I send it, the transaction's pending, and then once it's completed, it means that an Ethereum node added it to a block on the blockchain. Now let's talk about earning yield on the tokens within your Coinbase wallet. Once you've funded your account with crypto, like now I have Ethereum and Bitcoin. I don't have any Bitcoin, but I've got Ethereum. This earn interest on your crypto, this feature activates. Before you have any funds, it's not there, but once I added this for my Coinbase Exchange account, then this feature got activated. And I can click into it. I click on the coin that I want to earn interest on, which is Ethereum in this case, because it's the only one that I have in this wallet. And I can see the different lending protocols that I can earn interest with. So Aave, Compound, DYDX, and I can shop around and see what's the best APR and choose which one I want to use. So I've chosen Compound in this case, and I like this right here because you can use this slider to input how much of your crypto or Ether you want to put into the Compound protocol. And I really like this explicit message down here. Earn about 19 cents annual interest at 17% APR. So you're very clearly and explicitly spelling out to the user what they should expect to gain from this kind of transaction or activity. This is very nice. Like, the user doesn't have to calculate it themselves. Like, what's 0.17 APR like on like how much I'm planning on doing. You're just very explicitly telling them what to expect once this transaction goes through. And then we come to the confirmation screen here, putting in $111 worth of ETH into the Compound protocol with this miner fee right here. So again, I really like this clean card that is symbolizing an Ethereum transaction. And I like the design of it and how it is represented across different use cases in the Coinbase Wallet app. Like the send card looks exactly the same, and you'll see later on how this reoccurs. As I said before, there's a decentralized exchange built into the Coinbase Wallet, and this is the trade up here. So you can go to trade. In all the other wallets, it said swap or exchange, and so trade is the first one the first terminology I've seen here. And it might be slightly confusing to some people. I think swap would be a better verb, but again, that might just be my opinion on the verbiage and what it should be. So we see we're going from ETH to USDT, and I put in how much ETH I want to actually transact. And this is denominated in crypto. If I want to put in instead, transfer $60 worth of ETH into USDT, then I could click dollars up here and type in 60 right here. So it's good that you can change the denomination. I like here this proceed to Face ID. We won't submit your transaction yet. I really like that warning message because it tells me that it's not going to submit something all of a sudden and I'm going to get charged with a fee that I haven't decided whether or not I want to actually take on. This is good. When I think back to when I was first using these dApps, even on the desktop computer and using things like MetaMask, I was always really cautious with the buttons I was pressing, and I didn't know exactly when I was going to be charged or when a transaction was going to go through. So I just like this explicit messaging right here that says we won't submit your transaction yet, and this allows it gives the user some reprieve. It allows them to relax a little bit and to be okay with playing around with this interface and seeing the different things that they can do on the interface without losing money or putting money somewhere that they wouldn't want to. They say, okay, we're safe at least to go to the next screen, so let's just do some testing and see where the next screen takes us. And finally, we come to this confirmation card right here. It says convert on 0x API, which is a decentralized exchange aggregator. So I feel like I'm getting the best exchange rate possible going from ETH into USDT. There's a miner fee and also there's a Coinbase fee right here. This Coinbase fee is just something to keep in mind. Argent also charges a fee for using their decentralized exchange. I think a more savvy crypto native person is just going to take their funds out of this wallet, or not take them out, but they're going to inject their wallet into non-fee related dApps, like using Wallet Connect or connecting with a browser extension or something, which I'm going to show you a little later on. Now, as I said before, this Coinbase wallet does have the ability to hold NFTs, Ethereum NFTs, and it is shown in collectibles right here. So you can see that I have an OpenSea collection inside of here, and when I click into it, there's a perpetual load screen, and it never loads, and I can never preview my NFT. The NFT experience on Coinbase was horrible. Okay, on Coinbase Wallet was bad. It's because I transferred from my OpenSea account to this Coinbase Wallet address, and it took hours for this OpenSea card right here to show up. Before that, I spent $13 to transfer it, and it was hours, and this area was blank right here. So it just made me think that there was an error, and there was no button down here for being able to manually add the token with a token ID and smart contract address that you can do on MetaMask. So this was a terrible experience. It's not even the right preview right here, and the NFT is my profile picture. So it doesn't even preview it correctly. And then when I click into it, which I would expect for it to redirect me to something like the OpenSea NFT page, it is just this perpetual load thing. So there's a bug happening in here, but just at this current moment, the NFT experience is poor on Coinbase Wallet. Now we'll move on to a really exciting feature called a DApp Browser, and it's the central icon down here. And what a DApp Browser is it's an internet browser just like Safari, but within the Coinbase Wallet. And when I go to a DApp, like right now I'm going to this decentralized exchange Uniswap, it automatically injects the Coinbase mobile wallet into Uniswap so that I can use my Coinbase Wallet funds to exchange directly right here. This is a really cool feature, and the only other crypto wallet that has this, DApp Browser. So this is a really cool feature here, and the only other wallet that has this is MetaMask. So it's pretty unique at this point. And I can go up here, so I can favorite. First of all, I can favorite this page. Let's add to bookmarks, just like you would be able to do in any other internet browser. And then I'm going to go to Aave and connect my wallet with Aave. And then Compound, I can do the same thing. My wallet automatically connects with Compound. So going back to Uniswap here, I take issue with the fact that my wallet automatically injects into Uniswap without any approval message. In normal browser extensions like MetaMask, when I go to Uniswap for the first time and I click Connect Wallet, use MetaMask, it's this initial confirmation message saying, like, are you sure you want to connect this app with your wallet? You don't get that here. There's no DApp management confirmation message. So I think that kind of seems like a strange thing. It's weird because it's different on other protocols. Like when I go to Aave, my wallet doesn't automatically connect, but when I go up to the top and click connect and I click browser wallet, then it automatically connects my Coinbase wallet. Then again, there's no confirmation message, and then on Compound, my account connects automatically. So I just believe that there should be this like confirm or reject connection with DApp message. So yep, I really like on here that you can have the bookmarks, and this is sort of like your home screen right here. So I can go to an address that I know is legit, I can bookmark it, and then I can always have it on my home screen for quick access. The last thing to say about Coinbase is to explain the multi-device experience that you can have with it. So I just showed you how you can access the greater DApp and DeFi ecosystem using DApp Browser within the Coinbase wallet. But when I move over to desktop here, you can actually inject your Coinbase mobile wallet into these DApps accessed on a desktop right here. So I'm on Uniswap, I go to connect to wallet, and then there's a special option for Coinbase Wallet. Now, usually other crypto wallets will use this open source protocol called Wallet Connect, and that's how things like I think Trust Wallet and Dharma and Argent connect. And MetaMask has this as well, but Coinbase has its own proprietary one, but it works in a very similar way right here. So I click on that, it says install wallet extension, and now I have a wallet extension up in here like this on my Chrome browser, very similar to how you would access your MetaMask extension. And when I click on that, it says scan QR code to connect the mobile wallet to this browser extension. So in order to do so, I go back into my Coinbase mobile wallet, I click on the QR code, I scan that, I say allow to confirm, now wallet connected, and then immediately this disappears and my Coinbase wallet account is shown up here, and now I can inject that into Uniswap. So that is my user experience review of Coinbase Wallet. It was quite a good wallet overall. The one problem that I had with it was that kind of small NFT problem. I think that Coinbase should really take a look at this though, because NFTs are all about proving ownership, and you're going to want to prove that with your friends and family and coworkers. So there should be a really a good way to present your NFT to those friends and family, and Coinbase Wallet doesn't have that right now. The NFT wasn't previewing correctly within the wallet, and when I click on what should be the thumbnail of my picture, which is the NFT, it didn't even reroute me to the correct OpenSea address. So this is a problem, and I hope that bug gets fixed and it can make for a more rich sharing experience of NFTs. But otherwise, Coinbase is packed full of great features. They've got a decentralized exchange. They've piped in different lending DeFi protocols like Compound on there where you can earn yield on the tokens. And they've got a DApp Browser in there and also a Coinbase Wallet extension for multi-device experience between Coinbase Mobile and your desktop computer. So the greater DApp and DeFi ecosystem is totally open to you and the funds that you hold on your Coinbase wallet. And this is great for crypto composability.